Hey, KSP fans, it's Thor. It's time to get back into career mode. Oh yeah. I have been working diligently and very hard to get us to where we are today. So yeah, some things have taken place off camera. No big deal. We'll get into that when we start our trip up the hill with Duna Tech. Yes, you saw the build. Sped up. I wanted to show you that so you get an idea of how I do these ships and maybe give yourself an idea of how you could build one. In the end, as I always say, KSP means sometimes you gotta make the star square go into the square hole, or the square peg go into the round hole. Yeah, you just gotta keep trying. So this is a pretty straightforward build. We're sitting in here because I need to add one more piece. I have a derelict. I have a derelict ship in orbit because I did not do this. This guy up here has its solar cells, but this ship down here, this bottom part, has a robot part, and yeah, that's going to be orbiting Duna. That's going to be the refueler to allow this thing, hopefully, to come back, because that's our next topic of discussion, is the debate that I had with myself last night. Self, to test or not to test? That was the question. Question we will answer out on the launch pad. Nope, not quite yet. Gotta do one quick thing. Let's head on out. Oh, save and continue. Yes, please. So yeah, here we go. We have to accept the Duna mission. That's what I gotta do. You may notice this has now been upgraded. I did realize in the process that you also have to upgrade this. Thankfully, this only costs 75,000 over here. 563,000. Woo! To get patch conics, because I ain't winging it to go to Duna. I need the patch conics. Again, that will be a discussion for us going up the hill. Explore Duna. Yes. So there is no surface sample, right? So I'm not going to leave anything incomplete. No, I am not. That is good. Let's accept that. That gives us an advance of 187,000, which will be enough, ladies and gentlemen. To buy the ship, we need to fly to Duna, which is what we are going to do right now. Give it to me. Yes. Duna Tech number 3 up on board. Jebediah Kerman. Yeah, I'm thinking we got to take the veteran. Got to take him. Gonna be Jebediah. Getting it done for us. Getting it done for us. That's right. You can see these guys down here. That is part of our discussion as we head on up the hill. So yeah, we got lots to talk about. Very, very good. Here we are. It's a beautiful morning on Kerbin. Ready to launch this giant rocket that is costing me a whole hell of a lot of money. Jebediah, getting it done for us, sir. 3, 2, 1, fire. Yes. I will be throttling back on the main engines, I think. I'm going to leave them running pretty hard. Yeah, I'm going to come back to about right there. So yeah, as we're heading up on the hill, hopefully the staging is going to work correctly for me. I have tested that. So that's going to be the first topic. To test or not to test. Right? Especially when it comes to making YouTube videos. In the end, I decided not to. So we are doing it together. I thought that's going to be the best for the program. It may screw me in the end. But we're going to do it together. Because to do a test off camera, yeah, that's no fun, right? That's no fun. Boosh! Do I need to fire again? I do need to fire those. Lower back on those main engines a little bit. Let's save some fuel and start getting a little lean over. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this or not, but it's what I'm going to do anyway. Right there, right there, right there, right there. That's far enough. Thank you. No you don't. No you don't. See, this is what I was afraid of. It is not so controllable. Should not have started the turn quite yet. Can I get it back under control? Stay. 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 Okay, I think we're alright. So, back to what we were talking about. I know this ship will take us into orbit and will escape the influence of Kerbin. So that will get us in a position to do our patched conics, to get a navigation set, and head toward Duna. Beyond that, I have no idea. I am confident. Let's go with about 80%. I am 80% confident that because Duna has an atmosphere, which means I can utilize both atmospheric braking and the parachutes, that we're going to have enough fuel to come back. Because that's what we have to do. This is not IRD. These guys have to come back. They have to come back. I need the science, and I need the money. So that brings on topic number 2. Topic number 2. Let's get this thing rolling on over a little more. A little more. I think we're okay now to do our gravity turn. We are way... Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're getting way out of control. We're way up. I'm way beyond what I need to be. Aren't I? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, that's a little excessive. Oh, dang it. This is what happens when you talk and play at the same time. You forget. Check the map. Check the map. Let's throttle that way back now. Oh, that's probably a big waste of fuel. I'm quiet now because I'm thinking in my head whether I need to redo this or not. I suppose we can just use that to our advantage. We're going to have to blast out of here anyway. I can just use little fuel to get this up and then blast out this way. Something like that is going to happen. Which brings us to the next topic. I'm going to let this come right on up. Let it come right on up. Yeah. So I did not have enough money. I was stuck. And I discussed this a little bit in Hamster Voice in IRD. Yeah, I needed more money. So I have done, you can't see them on this because I turned them off because I didn't want to see them. I have planted 2 more flags on the moon for money, and I have rescued 3 Kerbins from orbit, which is great. I mean, that's a win-win. I mean, I saw some guys complaining, some people, complaining on the forums about the cost of astronauts, Kerbinauts, and, what? Because all you get, I mean, rescue these guys. They pay you to come get them, and then they're part of your team. So, yeah, that's what I did. Got the money together. Did the upgrades we needed to do, and we're ready to go. Duna, here we come. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we can get there. It's the whole coming back thing that I don't know. I don't know. In IRL news, It has decided to be spring and summer here in upstate New York again. Yay. Because I'm telling you, middle of this week, it was not. It was totally not. We had highs in the low 50s. Highs in the low 50s. And lows very close to freezing at night. I mean, I turned the heat on. Yes, at the end of May and beginning of June. Fathom that. Welcome to upstate New York, ladies and gentlemen. Central New York, yes. Alright, so this is going right along. Try and save some fuel. Trying to save some fuel. In the end, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. So, yeah, I mean, the good news is I love this game. You know, it's like I'm not doing this stuff. See, I can see the patch content thing already. Yay! You know, oh, I've got to do this so I can record and blah, 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 do the YouTube. No, these missions that I did overnights, over the last week, basically, that's fun for me. I mean, I had a great time. And there were a couple instances where I thought to myself, oh, I really should have recorded that, because a couple of these re-entries were a little crazy. 160,000 meters. Yeah, it's a little tall. Little tall. So anyway, let's throttle up a little bit. Get this thing wung on down here. And try and spread it out as opposed to going any higher. Save ourselves a little fuel. Really didn't mean for it to get that high. But yeah, that's what we'll do. I mean, I don't know exactly where we're pointing on the grand scale here. If I sling it out that way, yeah, that looks fine. That's what we'll do. We'll use that 160 as our escape point. 17 seconds coming down. That's still what we want. 13, 14. We're gonna need to throttle up a little more here in a minute. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, so IRL. Huh. It is not easy being a 14-year-old girl. I just gonna throw that out there. Poor kid. Tough. She's getting ready to go to high school next year. And she was a gymnast for many years. She was very, very good at it. And that leads to burning, you know, God, 4,000 calories a day. I mean, I don't know. She could eat freaking Baconator from Wendy's and not gain a pound. Well, she's... Oh, we got a stage. Staging. Yes, fire those. We need full throttles. Please don't cross it. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 4. Max throttles. Let's go. Pulling it up. Come on. Should be okay. There we go. Yeah, we're there. Using a little bit of our booster. There we go. Okay, let's throttle back. Moving away, so we're throttling back. Moving away, we throttle back. Almost there. So, yeah, so that's not the case. She's not in gymnastics anymore. She had some injuries, as they do in gymnastics. I'm going to lean this over a little more. And so she couldn't do it anymore. And I'm telling you, you know, genetically and the whole being able to eat whatever, whenever, as a gymnast, it's troublesome now. I mean, she's gaining some weight and getting ready to go into high school as a girl. That is not a place you want to be in. It's very, very tough. Very, very tough. I don't know how detailed I want to get with all of that, but yeah, I mean, she's going to be wanting the attention of these handsome young men, and teenage boys are nothing if not superficial. They will date fat girls, and they will date. They will be with, you know, I go with that word, fat girls, but they won't date them, and that can be very, very hurtful and destructive, and so it's tough, you know. I mean, food discipline, you know, getting exercise as a 14-year-old, you know, who wants to do that, right? Who wants to do that? Who wants to have to worry about that kind of crap? Nobody. But she's got to. She's got to. Thankfully, you know, just a little bit of a tummy. Not a big deal. She'd kill me if she knew I was talking about it right now. Alright, so let's get back to our game now. Enough IRL. I'm going to zip right on around here. I should get an F5. Let's do that first. Let's get an F5. Make sure everything's okay. Everybody okay? Everything okay? All still attached. Oh, I put Jeb in there and he's pilot. Oh! Not thinking. Gotta have a scientist to redo these experiments. Oh, shoot. Well, we're gonna get a much more efficient orbit. Next. And we're back. Hello, hello. We have the right guy on board now. He is a scientist and he can help us with the experiments, because science... Yes, we must get our science. In fact, that will be the upgrade we do when we get back. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Is to upgrade the research and development facility so we can get above 100 science. Using 100 science. You know what I mean? Alright, so yeah, I think we're set and ready. Obviously, the fuel situation's much better. I did a much better job with the orbit. Still got some left in this stage. Yeah, still got some left in this stage before we get rid of it. Yeah, so let's decide how we're going to leave Kerbin. I believe I want to go out in front of it. Or maybe behind it. Well, we're going to need to speed up, so I think I want to go out in front of it. May not be the best choice ever, but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, let's go ahead and make it a thing. Oops. Escape, escape. Got to go. Go. That's good. That's what we're going to do. F5. Because that is going to be our savior in case I do something else stupid. Like bringing a pilot along when I need a scientist. Here we go. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. It's going to be a fairly long burn, so let's stop it around right there. We want to burn so that the middle is right here. I believe that is still the way we roll. Speaking of rolling, still got that big giant chunk attached, so it's a little sticky wicket on the maneuver. There we go. Let's place it right there. That's fine. It's gonna be good. At 1 minute, we're beginning our burn. Crank it up, and that is it for that. A tiny little bit, and a boom, and a boom. Throttle's up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got to go. Yeah, 2 minutes 25 is our burn. That should work out just about right. Well, I tell you what, I don't have any other real news other than the weather's nice. It is my day off, obviously. I'm recording. So, yeah, I've had a cold Corona. So if I slur my words a little bit, it's because I have not had much to eat today, and, cold Corona. Why Corona, you say? Well, certainly not the best beer out there, but it always reminds me of the Caribbean. The beach and the Caribbean. Oh, two wonderful trips down there, which maybe I'll talk about later. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Bimini on a 45-foot CSY? Yes, Caribbean sailing yacht. Oh, it was awesome. Cost us a whopping $450 a piece. I took two of my friends. And then subsequently we went to Jamaica a couple years later. Cost us about $275 a piece, plus airfare. How about that? Who's demand? That's right. That's right. I handled everything. All my friends had to do was say yeah and hand me the money. And we were off on our trip. Speaking of that, we are off on